Hey folks, how are you guys doing? So, I assume that all of you folks have decided that you'd want to be engineers and you've enrolled into an engineering college. Now, you have 4 years of engineering life and you must be thinking, how should I chalk out my plan in this 4 years so that I get that dream job after my 4 years? Well, this video is specially dedicated to that. And in this video, especially, we'll look at these 4 years from the IT side of the world.
Before we get started, I want to introduce you to Great Learning Academy, a free initiative by Great Learning. You can access over 200 plus courses with 1000 plus hours of free content on trending high demand domains absolutely free. Register now to complete the course and get your free certificate of completion. Check out the link in the description of the video below. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you do not miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video if you have any queries or suggestions, and I'll respond to your comments.
Now, let's say if you're a computer science student or if you're chosen computer science in your engineering, or even if you have not chosen computer science and if you want to get that IT job or one of those jobs in product based companies, the best companies such as Facebook, Amazon, Google, or Netflix, I'll tell you the right path for it. Now, as a fresher or maybe as a first year student, you've just entered the world of engineering and everything would seem new to you. Now, here, my best advice would be to, pick up that one programming language. So in your first year of engineering, especially in India, you are supposed to learn this language called as C, and that is normally the language which everyone picks up with. So pick up this language called as C and ensure that you learn all of the basics which are there over here, all of the fundamentals which are there. And also make sure that you do not learn this language only from the exam point of view. Make sure that you understand this language and make sure you are able to apply your own logic with the help of this language. That is important. So make sure that you're developing that analytical ability in you from first year of engineering itself. And also it is important for you to focus on extracurricular activities as well. And as I've told you guys, especially in India, it would seem that most of the engineering students, they might be good with coding, but then again, they might lack when it comes to communication or English speaking. So when you go out into the real world, it is important that you're good at people skills, you're good at communication. So in your first year of engineering, focus on coding, also focus on picking up communication. Now, when I say focus on coding, ensure that you know all of the basics of C language. You know how to apply logic with this language. And do not just learn C from the exam point of view. Now, apart from that, speak with a lot of your peers and speak with a lot of your seniors as well so that you have a wider network and you actually know how it works in the real world. So this is where your communication skills you can improve. Now, that is your first year of engineering. Now, when you enter into the second year of engineering, this is where it becomes a bit tougher. So in the first year of engineering, you had a lot of things. Along with coding, you had other languages such as English or math. And then you had also you had physics, you had chemistry, and all of these other languages to take care of as well. But once you enter into the second year of engineering, and especially as a CS student, your primary goal would be on coding and especially programming. Now here, what you'd have to focus on is pick up one OOPS language and also focus on data structures and algorithms. So most of the engineering students, the major mistake which they do is they do not focus on data structures and algorithms. So most of the engineering students, they pick up DS and Algo either in their fourth year of engineering, or they do not focus on DS and Algo at all in their engineering life. Now that is one mistake which you should never do. So make sure that you properly focus on data structures and algorithms. Learn about different data structures such as linked list, queues, stack. Then you've got trees, binary search trees, graphs. Learn about all of them properly. So in the second year is where you'll be building your foundation of data structures and algorithms. Now, apart from that, pick up one object-oriented programming language as well. So that one object-oriented programming language could be anything. It could be C++, it could be Java, it could be Python. Pick up any of those OOPS languages and try to implement these DS and algo concepts with your OOPS language. So this is what you'll be doing in your second year of engineering. And also again, diversify yourself so that you are also reading a lot of things about what is happening in the tech industry. Maybe go to different sites and understand what are the CEOs looking to do with respect to their companies, or what are the tech disruptors looking to do in the next 5 years or the next 10 years. So have your base set in your second year of engineering. And in your third year of engineering, this is when you get properly serious. And here you either look for internships. Now these internships could be in product-based companies or startups or service-based companies or anywhere. And now these internships are actually one of the best ways to get converted into full-time job as well. Because most of the companies, let's say if you're working as an intern, then you can directly convert as a full-time job. Now, make sure that you are definitely applying to a lot of internship opportunities in your third year, and also start working on a lot of freelance projects. So you can go to different sites, work on those freelance projects. You can collaborate with people all around the world, work on a lot of freelance projects, so that you understand how it actually happens in the industry, right? Because most of the engineering students, they do not have a clue of how it works in the real industry after they graduate. So start freelancing or do an internship in your third year of engineering itself. Now, also third year of engineering is important for you to choose a domain. Now, we at Great Learning get a lot of questions such as, which programming language should I choose? Should I be a Java developer? Should I be a Python developer? Should I be a C# developer? Well, you're asking the wrong question. The question should be, how can I get into a domain? Now that domain could be cloud computing, data science, ethical hacking, or whatever it is. So do not choose a language, choose a domain and work towards that domain. So let's say if you have chosen data science as your domain, then understand what is required to be a data scientist. So learn all of the fundamentals of statistics, learn the languages which are required in the field of data science, and also learn a lot about ML algorithms. Similarly, let's say if you want to be an SDE, software development engineer, or a full stack developer in product-based companies, then in that case, you'd really have to be good with your proper data structures and algorithms. Similarly, let's say if you have these, if you want to be good at networking, then understand what are the skills that you need in networking. So choose a domain, work towards that domain in third year. And when you come to your fourth year, now different colleges have different metrics to evaluate fourth year. So in some colleges, you'll mostly be working on your project and you'll have very few subjects where you'd have to give an exam. In some colleges, it would sort of be 50-50, where it's 50% of your project, 50% of the subjects. Now that will vary a lot. Now here I'd suggest that if it's possible, pick up a research project, because research project has a lot of value in the industry, and that also develops your skill in the domain that you have chosen. Now again, that domain could be anything which you have preferred in your third year. And you can so also your project should be such that you work under a professor. So it could be your HOD or any other professor who has a PhD. You work under this professor and you actually do a research with this professor or under this professor, and that will help you a lot. So folks, this should be your career path in your 4 years of engineering. So first year of engineering, focus on your communication skills, pick up one programming language and understand the fundamentals of it. Do not just learn programming from the point of view of examination. In second year of engineering, properly focus on DS and Algo and pick up one OOPS language. In third year, focus on internships, open source projects. And fourth year, focus on your major projects and if possible, try to convert that internship into full-time job. This was the career path for a CS student. But what if you're a non-CS student? So let's say if you're from chemical, mechanical, or any other branch, and you'd want to start your career in the IT field. How can you do that? Well, the same tips which were given to a CS student apply to you as well. Focus on all of the fundamentals of programming, focus on data structures and algorithms, get an internship, and properly do a project. Now, let's say you are done with 3 years of your engineering, or maybe 3.5 years of your engineering, and you suddenly decide that you'd want to switch to IT. Now, you have another path over here as well. You can probably do your master's in any of these fields. Now, let's say if your undergraduate was in mechanical or chemical, but you decide to pursue further education in, let's say, data science or cloud computing or any of these niche domains, then what you can do is you can go for your master's, and you can do your master's either in India or abroad as well. Now, let's say if you want to do your master's in India, you can give your GATE exam. And after you give your GATE exam, you can get into any of the IITs or NITs or IISc itself, and you can do your master's in the field of data science, cloud computing, ethical hacking, or whatever field you're interested in. Similarly, let's say if you'd want to go abroad, then you can give your GRE exam and your TOEFL exam. You can go over there, and over there you can pursue whatever your interest is. So, you do not have to worry even if you're from a non-CS or non-IT background, because you still have a lot of opportunities, and it doesn't really matter if your undergraduate is not in computer science. You just have to put in equal amount of effort and you will definitely get that dream job. So folks, I hope this video was informative to you. Thank you very much and have a great learning ahead.
I want to introduce you to Great Learning Academy, a free initiative by Great Learning. You can access over 200 plus courses with 1000 plus hours of free content on trending high demand domains absolutely free. Register now to complete the course and get your free certificate of completion. Check out the link in the description of the video below. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you do not miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video if you have any queries or suggestions, and I'll respond to your comments.